Have you ever looked back on your life and thought, why didn't I know about this sooner? I could have had a V8. That's exactly how I feel about the carnivore diet. And today I want to share some things with you about why I wish I would have started before I did. And stick around. I'm going to share four things, and the fourth one I think might surprise you. Um, Hey everybody, I'm Burl. Welcome to my channel. I'm 67 years old and I've been on the carnivore diet for a while now. And I'm here in this video and the other videos that I've made to talk about real life, and the good, the bad, the ugly, everything in between. So if this sounds like something you'd be interested in, please subscribe and hit the like button. Now let's get into it. I want to talk to you about what I wish I would have known better about the carnivore diet, and not just basic stuff, but things, a little more personal to me. Number one, I really believe that I would have avoided a lot of health problems that started to occur mainly around the age of 60. I ate a lot of sugary stuff, a lot of carbs. There was a long stretch of time there when I really hardly ever ate any meat or eggs or any type of animal products, which is basically kind of in a nutshell how carnivore works. But I don't think I would have run into the problems that I developed with my heart. Now, a lot of people will think that's counterintuitive, that you have problems because you eat meat, but that wasn't my experience. I think it was a buildup over the years. Problems with inflammation, energy, but mainly the heart, the circulatory system. The way that my system worked, and it caught up with me because of all the refined sugars and starches and all that type of thing. When you start to get in your 50s and 60s, those things start to catch up with you, and it starts to develop into different types of diseases, whether it be cancer or heart disease or whatever it might be, arthritis. So that was number one. Number two is it's way simpler than I thought to be on carnivore, because I debated it for a while, because I had heart problems back in 2019 when I was around 61 years old. I went slowly into keto, and that was good, and then, taking the next step to carnivore, though, which really didn't happen till, I'd say, probably about 2 years ago, was hard for me to make a decision on. I finally did. And one of the things I found is that it is very simple. You don't have to worry about eating all these different varieties of, everything from pasta to rice to cereal to, veggies and fruits, and it just the wide variety. You stick, at least I stick mainly to animal products. The only type of other thing that I kind of stray with, I guess you could say, would be I'll have, sometimes I'll have an avocado, or I'll have some blueberries or blackberries. I stick with the berries, no other fruit other than dates. And those I eat very sparingly. Other than that, it's all animal products, and I include in that dairy type products. You're not really counting calories. Most diets do that. You eat your animal products and drink your water and get enough sodium through your salt. Himalayan sea salt is my choice for salt. And that's basic. I mean, you just go to the grocery store and that's it. If you can get organic, that's great, but I don't worry a whole lot about that. We do have chickens, so I get, eggs from the chickens. So, that's point number 2. Number 3, it takes time to get things turned around in your health. There's a song that says, it takes a little time, takes time to turn the Titanic around. And I think that's, what I've experienced for sure. But, all you got to do is think about it a little bit. You get up to 50 or 60 and you've eaten or done things a certain way for that amount of time, not exercised or whatever myriad of things there could be that you had as habits and that you did over and over again, that's finally starting to take a toll on you. And to get that to turn around, it takes time. Your blood sugar levels, all kinds of different test numbers, for your blood work and that type of thing. Please hear me, it takes time. So give yourself time, be patient, and I think it will really help you. But I wish I would have known that, because sometimes you get impatient. But I finally gotten that through my head. Now, number 4, this may surprise you a little bit, but I wasted a lot of time, money, and effort on other solutions. Now, I used to work in the health food industry back when I was in my 30s and 40s and briefly into my 50s. And I have spent a lot of money on supplements, on trying to eat a certain way that wasn't as simple as the carnivore way of eating, and time, just time and effort and money. Now, I do still take some supplements, but I had to back off of that and realize that it had to start with what I was eating, when I was eating, how I was cooking it. And if you haven't seen it, check out my video I did on specifically what I eat on the carnivore diet. I talk about also cooking and how to cook. But now the supplements I still take, I backed down on what I used to take. I specifically take ones now that mostly have to do with heart, just to have a little extra supplementation backing to help with the heart. And even some of those I've kind of backed off a little bit on, or take less of, or rotate, how I take them or when I take them. I was always chasing the next supplement, that type of thing, and it gets mind-boggling. And I would watch all these different videos by all these different people who would talk about this supplement for that and that supplement for this, and I'd think, oh man, I got to do that. I got to take that one. I got to do this. I got to do that. So use a little bit of, slow it down a little bit and think about it, and get the diet right first, because the most dense food, nutritiously dense foods in the world come from animals. So, there are my big 4 things. Reasons I wish I would have known, about carnivore sooner. I think I would have avoided a lot of health problems. It's much more easier than I imagined. It takes time to turn it around. And number four was the supplements, and spending a lot of time, energy, and money on those types of things. If you're on the fence about carnivore, especially if you're over 60, like I said, I'm 67, and it took me probably until I was about 65. I hope this video helps you through some of those questions, and maybe what you can do or what you can expect. I'm just sharing, with you my honest experiences. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, click the subscribe button, and, let me know in comments below, what you think. Any experiences you've had, any questions that you've had. Or if you're on a carnivore journey, let me know about that. So thanks everybody for watching, and take care.